Hi, this is Lynn Sizek, and this is Faith Talk. Why do I get so happy and excited when I do these? I don't know. It's the joy of the Lord, because I'm not like this, all the time. It's like, I don't know if I feel like I'm feeling silly or something, but talking to my camera or wondering who's actually watching these. But anyway, it's like, uh, I can't wait to tell you what happened yesterday. I used to have a girlfriend I would talk with about these things every day. And, it was just so edifying, so helpful. And this is kind of what it's like, Faith Talk. I am going to tell you how I resisted and successfully won yesterday. And you could call this acts of faith or resistance, how to resist or what to do. I don't know what I'm going to call this, but what do you do to resist in faith, basically? Now, people take measures to do something when they are trying not to get a cold. And usually it's all just the natural efforts of whatever they think works. But there's things that I do differently now, and it's all based on faith, because I want to trigger my belief in not getting sick. And as I said yesterday, I'm still not sick. And the things that I think make people get sick, inflamed, start things happening in your body, can be toxic thoughts. I've written and talked about that. And I think kind of just getting emotional, which I usually don't like to do anyway. But if I do get emotional to the point of crying or feeling compromised in my joy to the point of feeling depressed or sad about anything, I like to get rid of it as soon as possible. And I feel like it really brings down my things start getting worse for health or for getting a cold. Anyway, so as I said yesterday, I'm still standing. Well, long about 4 o'clock or so yesterday, I started feeling an attack, like, oh no, this is starting to get me. I felt the sort of like a maybe feverish, or like something is coming. And as we've been teaching for years, when we figured out the power of our words and what not to do when you get sick, like so many people still do. I mean, you don't say, oh, I'm getting a cold, I'm getting sick. It's like the worst thing you can do, and you think your plane is going down, is go, we're all gonna die. That, if you're having a car accident or you're getting sick, you don't want to speak out the worst in faith, because it brings things on you. What you say matters. So everything I did was in faith, helping me believe I was resisting, whether it's physical or with my words. I do what I have to do, but I want to get to pleasant thoughts. If I can't, go do something pleasant, enjoyable, I don't want to, if I'm going to watch something to help distract me and get away from the feelings that I'm getting symptoms, which is one thing I do. We go for a ride, we do things. My husband, he'll play the drums. We have some drums to get his mind completely occupied with something else. It's in faith. because faith is telling you you don't have to be sick, and the world says otherwise. So the natural mind will tell you, there's, this isn't how you fight sickness. So these things are about faith. I know I want to relax my body. Did I warn you, this is not a legalistic channel. Not going to get any legalism here. You might get some things that are really going to offend your legalism. So I'm going to tell you that. Warning. Of course I pray, but my prayer is basically speaking, no, I'm not getting this, and no, I'm rebuking. And then, whatever helps me to feel the relaxing and the fighting. I had some of my homemade chicken soup, which has a lot of garlic in it and onion. I had, in faith, that does help. I also have drops, grapefruit seed extract drops. Now, is that going to really, in the natural, help immediately? I don't know. But I was doing things, that I felt like, and then for sure, the chill, the feeling of, yuck, the feeling that you're getting sickness starting. It's the opposite of relaxing in your body. It's a tenseness, and so I fight that with relaxing for sure. For me, you could use things that relax you in the natural. CBD oil, a glass of red wine, small glass, relaxes me immediately, or whatever. People would say, oh, no alcohol, that's not good for you when you're getting sick. Now, if you believe that, I don't want to have, a person might say, well, if I'm getting sick, I don't want to have alcohol. But for me, I'm saying I need to relax my body right now and fight off this devastating thing that's trying to happen. Long story short, and my husband was praying for me. He did not want me to get this cough that he's struggling with, and I do not want it. That's the number one thing is like, no, this is like serious. I'm not. It's very serious. I don't want a cough. I don't want to be compromised overnight. Things get worse when you're sleeping a lot of times for me. If I'm starting to get sick. Anyway, it did go away. Within an hour, I started feeling like it was gone. I'm like, honey, I can feel your prayers. So, I know he was declaring things. He was on an errand, and I was visiting with one of my children, and I know he was, that's what we do when we get in the car, start declaring things. And I really felt like whatever, all of the above, I felt it leave. So I'm counting that all joy. Like the Bible says, count it all joy when you experience various trials, because as you experience these things and you fight them and win, it's like building your faith muscles. And so it's a victory, serious victory, because I was at a place where I was like, I'm not getting sick, but I wasn't feeling like I was getting, and that happened. I'm like, oh, that was a turning point. Like, it could go either way. I was like, it's like drop everything and fight this. So I wanted to share that. What do you do to resist? Think about your steps in faith. I know what I do. I know what works for me. Couldn't do some of the things that I do to in laughter, anything, all those. I have a list of things that's faith medicine, faith medicine, it's like, what do you do? It's, even though some of it's natural, it's still taken in faith. It is going to help. So just sharing that victory, and I will see you next time.